So, and a few events marked a change in crime policies around the country and in DC. In 2014, a young man called Michael Brown was killed in the city of Ferguson in Missouri. It turned out to be a lawful police killing. It was by a policeman. And then, of course, fast forward to 2020, famously George Floyd killed by a policeman, not a lawful killing, in Minneapolis. And this really accelerated a pushback against the successful policies that reduced crime. And not just in DC, but around the country, you had these calls for defunding the police and for changing the way criminals are prosecuted. So DC, there was a real reduction in the DC police force. We're still not back up to the numbers of policemen that the mayor really wants and that we need. There was also other changes so not just a retreat in policing, but a change in prosecution. So, and DC is not alone in this. Other big cities, Los Angeles, New York, did this where any theft, so any shoplifting of, I think it was under $950, something around there, would not be prosecuted as a crime. It would be kind of a misdemeanor. So that, what this led to was a spate of increase in robberies. It turns out, Gabriel, you might be surprised to know this, that if the police withdraw and if you stop prosecuting crimes, criminals don't suddenly give up crime and go and volunteer at the local orphanage. Turns out that they actually start committing more crimes because that's
Richard,
what they do.
I don't believe you. I do not believe you.
Who could have predicted? So what you saw in DC after this retreat, and what's now known in the literature is that the Ferguson effect, you might even call it now the George Floyd effect, reducing police numbers, stop prosecuting crimes, you see increases in crimes.